It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good morning and welcome to a special edition of Travel and Cruise Industry News on this, the first day of October 2022, coming to you from a pretty soggy, wet, but not near as bad as it could have been, Central Virginia area right near Lynchburg in Bedford County. But the main story this morning, Port Canaveral is back open. That has been something that needed to get done. Well, it finally did. They changed to condition recovery last evening and began opening the operations. By midnight, they got the port actually open again, and today they are open for business. Now, what that means is that cruise ships can now come in and depart. Now, you're still going to have to deal with other issues from the hurricane down there as far as flooded areas and all that, but the port is back open. So multiple cruises that have been canceled or delayed can now get in. Here's the list of what should be happening in Port Canaveral as we speak, actually. Carnival Liberty will likely arrive today or possibly has arrived. I could not check the port earlier. Let's see if it does show yet. Let me try to pull that up real quick. Just on Carnival Liberty, because it was offline when I checked it a couple minutes ago. So, Cruise Mapper, let's see what you're showing now. Okay, Carnival Liberty has not arrived yet. The Divina has, Carnival Freedom has, Disney Fantasy has. Okay, so we've got several ships that have come in. All right, anyway, back to the story. Carnival Liberty will likely dock and debark sometime today. That is the September 29th canceled cruise. Disney Wish is expected to return today. Of course, the September 30th departure was canceled. Norwegian Getaway, the September 29th sailing was canceled. The ship's arrival to her new home port has not yet been determined. MSC Divina has docked and will sail today, I assume, on the next sailing. Independence of the Seas and Mariner of the Seas are both expected to come in today if they're not there already. And so hopefully, as these ships can come in and leave, we will get things pretty much back to normal. For other ships that are currently home ported in Port Canaveral, that would be Carnival Freedom, Mardi Gras, Disney Fantasy, and Harmony of the Seas are on their regular schedule. They didn't have things delayed and have to make up and so forth and so on. The damage to the port, there was not any significant damage as a result of Ian, which of course impacted the area, having lost strength when the hurricane came through the Florida Peninsula. Of course, it started off in South Florida as Category 4. That closed Tampa Bay. I'll get to that in a second. Because the port has been spared severe damage, they were able to get the port open sooner than at first thought would be possible. So, again, repeating, Port Canaveral is open for business today. If you were scheduled on a cruise that was canceled or delayed, check with your travel agent or the cruise line to see what the new schedule is, because it's going to start catching up now and hopefully within a couple days, everything will be back to a perhaps modified schedule, but at least back to somewhat of a schedule. Now, meantime, Tampa Bay also reopened. The Carnival Paradise had been just sitting and waiting in Cozumel. They got word last night and began sailing like crazy. They were hoping to get in today. I checked on them just a little bit ago. They are probably another 30 or 40 minutes shy of going under the bridge in Tampa Bay, and they will be landing shortly. Of course, that's the cruise that's a couple days late, and the passengers that will embark on Carnival Paradise today will be on a modified schedule on this next cruise, but that will put them back to their normal schedule as well. So, Carnival Sunshine up at Charleston. Let's see if I can pull that one up. That was one that was sailing on its regular schedule, and it is on its way back to Charleston. And they hope to land later today. So it looks like Charleston will be open sometime today. I'm not entirely sure when yet. But anyway, Carnival Sunshine is on its way back. So, all right, that takes care of that. All right, let's see who did pop over this morning, who's with us bright and early today. Again, for my situation here, folks, we've had some rain. It rained hard a couple times during the night, but so far nothing. And the latest weather map, where last night I was in the cone of uncertainty, now it looks like it's going to completely dissipate just shy of the farm here. I'm looking for it to officially be gone probably by midday today or early afternoon. Now, there's still a lot of rain, folks. Don't get me wrong. The system is going to be gone, but we still got all that moisture. So we could get still a lot more rain and wind here and all up and down the East Coast. Eddie's with us. Yo, Brooklyn is in the house. Eddie, I hope you survived everything well. Z Show Cruise Fun is with us. Good morning to Eddie, they say. Mr. Z, how you doing? Eddie says. Must be having connection problems. Good morning, sir. Yeah, I just I jumped on and did this without any notice at all because I did want to get the information out about Port Canaveral being open because that's affecting a lot of people. It's almost probably close to as many people as were affected by Miami finally getting open yesterday, day before yesterday. I guess it was now. But anyway, that's the way it is. We're getting back to normal, guys. Again, Hurricane Ian should be gone. Meantime, out in the Pacific, Orlean is slowed down to a crawl. It's like only moving about 5 miles an hour. It has not again garnered enough strength to become a hurricane, but is still supposed to start speeding up a little today and reach hurricane strength later today or this evening. So tomorrow, there still could be a pretty good impact along the Mexican Riviera in Mexico. It's probably going to have landfall somewhere near Jalisco. That whole area, Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, in there is where we're going to see landfall on that. And of course, by the storm, even though this is much smaller than Ian was here in the U.S., this is going to affect Cabo, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta, any of the Mexican Riviera cruises. So there's all kinds of cruise schedules and changes down there. So again, if you're scheduled on any of those out of the West Coast, check with your travel agent and your cruise line, because there could be changes. Eddie says, thank God we dodged a bullet with this one. I'm on the west side of Atlanta, so yes, keep it away. I've been through and to George, Charlie, as recently as Sandy. Yep. Of course, you're way south of me, so you could have had it a lot worse than I was going to get it up here. But still, we at one time yesterday, we were looking at the possibility of about 4 inches and some wind. But now it's, I don't think the heart of the storm will be here by the time it gets this far north. So I'll be glad to see Ian gone. I'm glad to see September gone. September started out as a great month for me, and ended up as a horrible month with the weather the last couple weeks. So, and hopefully things will get back to normal here in October pretty soon. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up this morning. I'll stay on top of things throughout the weekend, so I could go live again or pop up a video. You never know. So I'll let you know if anything major happens. If not, I'll see everybody back here Monday for Monday Travel and Cruise Industry News podcast. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising, and hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. In the meantime, have a fabulous weekend. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.